I'm Tracy from Texas, and I want to share something with you. I'm 15 now. I'm in high school. I have the highest grades in all subjects, and it makes everyone envious. Although I don't consider myself a nerd, my classmates avoid me. At the beginning of the school year, a newcomer came to us. I'm Marco. He introduced himself loudly, and it was clear to everyone that he's a tough guy and better not mess with him. He was very cocky and wasn't afraid to bully other guys. He got into fights and brawls all the time until he became a leader, proving to everyone that he was the strongest. The girls were afraid of him. He could stake out his foot at the most unexpected moment, or during a break, hide someone's backpack in someone else's locker, or pour glue on someone's chair. Marco always had the meanest thoughts in his head, and everyone was afraid to complain about him since he turned out to be the principal's nephew. Marco had as much fun as he could. He was picking out one victim after another and kept bullying them. And now it was my turn. One morning, he stood in my way as I entered the classroom, and right in front of my face, he gritted his teeth loudly. He probably thought I was going to squeal, but I ignored him. It made Mark angry. All day long, he's been doing mean things to me. He stole my notebook from my desk and put chalk on my chair, but I didn't react. It was hard, because I wanted to throw myself at Marco and scratch his face. It was really annoying. But remembering how happy he got when others were freaking out about his antics, I decided to play it cool. The next day, the same thing happened again. Marco was following me around, repeating my every movement. Everyone watched in amazement how I ignored all his antics. No one thought that Miss Good Grades, that was my nickname, would be able to endure all the bullying from his side with such dignity. After another day, I realized that Marco was desperate. He didn't know what kind of trick to pull on me anymore. After school, he suddenly ran up to me, grabbed my backpack, and started kicking it around the schoolyard. He laughed and grinned and kept looking at me. When am I going to finally react? But I stood there and looked at him silently, not expressing any emotion. When he had enough, he spat on my backpack and left. I shook off my bag and walked in the opposite direction, home. But then, something happened that I never expected. Before I continue, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And make sure you click on the bell so you'll know when there's a new video coming out. I heard the sound of footsteps behind me. Why are you behaving like that? It was Marco. Why aren't you responding to me? Wow, he's going to cry. I looked at him and thought, and I answered calmly, I'm waiting for you to get over it. And then he stared right into my eyes and blushed. I didn't take my eyes off of him, and my heart raced. You're the first one who's ever acted like that, and I like you, Tracy. Suddenly, Marco was different. He smiled warmly at me, and I realized that his behavior was just a defensive reaction. We hung out with him until late in the evening. Marco told me that he was afraid to get close to people, that he didn't trust them. It turned out that when he was a kid, his mom and dad divorced. Mom had decided to pursue her career, Dad started a new family, and Marco had been sent to his grandmother's house. He kept waiting for his parents to come to their senses and come back for him, so everything would be the same as before. But that didn't happen, and Marco got angry at people, stopped trusting them. That's why he became a bully to everyone. It's better for everyone to be afraid of me, then no one can hurt me. Those words made my heart ache, and I hugged Marco. I felt sorry for him. Marco put his nose on my neck and hugged me back. And that was the beginning of our relationship. Yes, the bully and the good girl are now dating, and everyone at school is shocked. But Marco doesn't bother anyone. On the contrary, he tries to establish relations with everyone, and I'm very happy about it. What do you think of my story? Do you think Mark and I have a future together? Please write me your thoughts.